You're listening to Expat Radio, your worldwide friend.
Right, we're going live to the guys this morning.
Oh, good morning.
Oh, I want to dance with somebody. With me slippy socks on laminate flooring. My God. It's
that's a recipe. That's a recipe for a sore bottom.
Honest to God, but for a sore bottom, you're doing it wrong if you got a sore bottom dancing on it. It's what it is, right? You've got many a time have I been many moons ago, right? I went out with this girl in Scotland, and her father one day he'd gone out playing golf on a Saturday morning, and he always used to go back in the clubhouse and have a few whiskies with his mates. Now this one day he'd come home about 5:30 in the afternoon, and we're all sat there like the royal family watching the telly. And I'm on this settee, and he had to get over to his chair on the other side of the room, where he always sat, opposite the TV. Right now, he's come in. He took his shoes off outside, and he had to make his way. They had laminate flooring on, down. Right?
No.
They had a glass coffee table in the middle of the lounge, right? And he came in the hall, he's come into the lounge. His wife didn't say anything because she knew he was bladdered. She could hear what was going on, and she wasn't happy. So he's coming, walked past me and the girl I was with, and he's staggering. I mean, it was like, you know when you first put a pair of skates on and you get on an ice rink and you're running on the spot, you're trying to... Right. It was like that. I'm just waiting for him to go flat on his face, right? And he's trying to get to the mantelpiece because he had to go round the coffee table and get hold of the mantelpiece so he gets to the fireplace. So he's gone... He's going past me, and I'm watching this thinking, any minute now he's going to go boom, right? And he's made it to the fireplace, then like Spider-Man, he's holding onto it, getting across the top of this thing, walks round the side, goes past this, they had a big telly at the time. 20 years ago, plasma tellies were just about being thought of, and this telly that they had at the time was a big expensive thing, so I'm thinking, that's going to go on the floor and get broken.
Good Lord.
So he's walked past, he's managed to get past that, and then he's trying to grab the back of the dining room chair to make his way to his chair. And he's eventually got to his chair. But it's one of the most funny... If anybody had a camera to actually... If that went on Facebook now, you'd have I don't know how many views for people watching it. He sat down in this chair and fell asleep and didn't wake up till the morning. And I was supposed to be I was supposed to be playing golf with him at 7 o'clock in the morning, a competition, and I thought there's Bob up with that happening. He's never going to wake up. So I've got up in the morning, 6:15, 6:45, ready to go to thinking I'll just check if he's awake before I get in the shower because I put money on it. He's not there. So I've got a towel round me. I've come down the stairs, and he's up in the kitchen cooking a full breakfast, shouting.
Oh, nice! What a legend!
I know. Saying, "Morning, Dave. How you doing? You all right there, son?" And bloody hell, John! I said, "I thought you'd still be comatose." He's, "Why? What's wrong? What's wrong?" No. I've slept fine. I'm absolutely great. I put my clubs in the car and I'm ready. Are you dressed?
He's probably had hair of the dog.
I know. And I'm stood there in a towel thinking, "My God, the guy." The guy should be in hospital. He had drunk that much, you know. He was in a right state. I mean, I'd be out for about 3 weeks with the amount he drank. But anyway, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
that's good. whenever I see floors like that, I just want to do the moonwalk. Give that a go with socks on. I'm still need a bit of practice.
I know. Well, I want to know who's a laminate floor salesman because you've got to go around to a house and put that stuff down and say, right, everybody, walk on that and see what you think. Must be an horrendous job.
Yeah.
Isn't it, eh?
Need those grippy socks.
Test out the floor. Wife, get on there. Just test your bum on that. See if you get splinters on that.
Wife.
Yeah, wife, do it. Husband, bugger off. So what's the topic of the conversation today? Your two teams of outstandingness.
Well, just so you know, I'm a little hopped up on caffeine, and I thought I was going to be the crazy one, but I think, Dave, you are the crazy one this morning.
I've been on apple juice, mate. You want to see this?
Oh, good Lord. I would hate to see you on tea or coffee.
How do you like them apples? He's on the apples.
Oh.
Well, apple
what
juice.
What kind of apple juice?
Alcoholic?
No. Hold on. I'll tell you now. It doesn't say what it is. It doesn't say what the red ones, basically. The red one's in a carton, but if you have this, I have it really, really cold. And once you've had this, unreal.
buzzing.
Oh,
buzzing. Buzzing on high sugar.
Did you hear what the carry-on I had this morning, brushing my teeth?
I did. I was shocked. I was thinking, Dave and his tubes of cream. I mean, we talked about lots of that in the last few weeks, and I was like, poor Dave. He just needs to find something that works for him.
I need labelling going on. That's what it is. Because I honestly thought I was putting deep heat on my toothbrush when I got in the shower. I could smell this stuff. I thought, that's not right. And then I had visions of ending up looking like Mr. Ed if I had deep heat on my gums. I'm thinking, well, my lips aren't going to be touching my gums for about 4 days here. I'm going to be walking around like a racehorse. Hello there, how are you going?
Oh my gosh. So here's what I'm thinking this morning. I'm thinking we should play a song, and then we can come talk about communication and connection with the rest of the world. How does that sound?
That sounds fantastic.
That sounds like the internet, that to me.
Yeah.
sounds like the interwebs.
Yeah. Well, what I'm going to play, right? You've got to check this out, right? You know Eagles, Hotel California?
Yes, sir.
Oh, beautiful.
Right.
Awesome song.
Now, this group are called Lexington Lab Band. Now, you tell me which is the best. Yeah. You tell me which is the best version of Hotel California. Because these guys are unbelievable. So we're going to play this and come back to Adam and Christine straight after this on Expat Radio.
You're listening to Expat Radio, your worldwide friend.
Hello. I don't know. I think Don Henley has it on them. Sorry, Dave.
Do you?
I do. The guitar was fantastic, but I don't know. Don Henley's just a unique voice.
I disagree. That was fantastic. I was doing the air guitar right all through that in there. It was awesome.
Were you?
I was doing the air guitar. It was so good.
Were you like doing like risky business air guitar with your slippy socks on your floor?
Yeah. No, but next time I will. I've got no socks on at the moment.
I was playing the triangle. The air version of it.
Well, somebody's got to do it.
Ding! At some point, I could have swore I heard ding and a couple of spoons going.
Rock triangle.
Yeah. And a washboard. Ding, 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 ding. Bit of Lonnie Donegan in there. Ding, 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 ding. If you could see what I could see when I'm washing my socks off. Ding, 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 ding. Anyway, I'm going to shut up and let you two get on with it.
Cheers, Dave.
Oh my gosh, Dave, you're so funny. So this whole conversation was sparked by an event that I did yesterday in our community. I'm part of some emergency planning, and we did an exercise yesterday, and we had to pretend like it was 1983. And Adam, I don't know how old you are, but were you around in 1983?
I was around in 1983. I was 4.
Okay. So, communication in 1983 wasn't as awesome as it is today. So we had to pretend like it was 1983, and we had like this solar flare. And so we had no electricity. Of course, there was no internet then. And so we had to figure out how we were going to work through this emergency exercise with pretty much zero communication except for walkie-talkies and ham radios. And I could pretty much tell you that if that ever happened in the world today, or even here, I think we would be screwed.
What's a ham radio?
It was a ham. Well, so it's like a walkie-talkie, but it's like this. It's this old art of communication where they do some sort of dictating and walkie-talkie type of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and I do reckon it would be definitely a lot different now compared to then. I reckon the skills that people have possibly forgotten or just not learned, or with the social media, and it'll be a massively different thing today.
Right. So there's a bunch of us, and I was around in 1983. I was like 10ish, and like the people that were doing this walkie-talkie ham radio were definitely older than I am. And so I was watching them, and they were having so much fun because it was sort of what they knew back in the day, right? Mm. And so I'm wondering to myself, like, is that art gone? Like, I mean, you didn't even really know what it was. I mean, walkie-talkies, yeah. Like, we all played walkie-talkies when we were little, right?
Yeah, I remember playing with those. It was so much fun. Even getting those two cans, those empty cans. You put the string, and then you put the string, and he's talking. It works. It's so good.
It does, and we
use one of those instead of if you haven't got a walkie-talkie, use one of those.
Right, and we actually talked about like the Dixie cups and the strings to communicate, and our offices yesterday were probably about 4 miles apart, and it was actually easier to get in your car and drive there to have a conversation than it was to try and figure out this whole walkie-talkie ham radio thing, because like the frequencies and like it was just insane. So I thought, hey, let's like have this like really thoughtful conversation about communication and how it connects us, and so I thought I'd get your perspective on that. And I have some thoughts about how communication connects us, with smartphones and social media and around the world. And a lot of people don't even have like phone conversations anymore. People sometimes get irritated with having to have a phone conversation, right?
Yeah, they just want, stop, don't annoy me, I'm on the phone. I just want to text you, or don't even, I hear that a bit as well.
Yeah, so I think of you and I, like we met on social media, like how back in like 1990, which is interesting because that's the year I graduated from high school. But there wasn't even any social media, so how would you connect with people? Like, how did we connect with people? Like, is that a lost art as well?
Yeah, I haven't even thought about that. So that's a really great question, because I haven't even pondered that thought, because everything's moving so quickly, and technology's sped up so fast that I haven't even thought of that, how we communicated back in the day then. So yeah, it's something to think about now. So 1983. Yeah, so I probably would have had those. I can remember those old phones where you put your finger in and you dial it round. You have to spin it round. And
a rotary dial phone.
Yeah. Exactly.
My parents still have one of those.
No. Oh, I just had a memory actually of not a great one. My sister, she's younger than me. The phone rang, and it was someone for me, and she passed it to me, but she wasn't paying attention. And as she passed it to me, she smacked me on the head with it. And I really wasn't very happy with that. I don't know. To this day, I don't know whether she did it on purpose or not, but I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. Anyway, so yeah, moving on.
Well, I remember. Yeah. I'm that old. I remember Pony Express.
What's a Pony Express?
That's what they started.
The Pony Express?
Oh, no. Tell him. You were there.
I was there. Yes.
She was on the. You've heard of.
Dave and I were there.
You remember the film? What they call it, with Doris Day in it? What was she called?
I don't know.
Film with the cowboy film with Doris Day in it? Annie, Get Your Gun, or whatever it was.
I think I wasn't around for that.
Don't you? Oh, you don't. See, you've missed out. You don't. There's so much bobbins that you've missed out on that you don't know what you.
Jane?
That was it, Calamity Jane. Anyway.
There you go.
This city is
pretty.
Exactly. Christine used to ride on these coaches that used to go from city to city a few hundred years ago with the horses in the front. Christine used to ride on the top shotgun alongside the guy that had the reins that was giving it. Come on, Eddie, go a bit quicker.
Cracking the whip.
Whip cracking away.
Yeah, he was cracking the whip, and I had my shotgun ready for like the bandits and stuff to that's how you had to protect yourself back then.
But when they came up to her, they said, "Now do we have to go this far? Let me talk to you and sort this out." That's how she used to deal with this situation. She just used to calm them down, and they'd be there. Even the horses would go, "Oh no."
Right.
I was waiting for a bit of it. I was waiting for a bit of and the horses are there. Well, come on, let's just plod along and you have a conversation while we're pulling this along. And then the bandits and the Indians have gone, all right, we've got something to think about. Right, lads, back to the camp, get the fire on the go, and let's have a coffee and a break and butter. And that's how they deal with it back then. But anyway, back to you.
So
Communication, bacon buddies.
Making friends in the days of the horses and the Indians and the postal.
Yeah,
that
well,
was
communication for the Indians was blankets and a fire going, wasn't it? Creating smoke. What's all that about?
Smoke signals.
Oh, that's one of the.
They must have gone through carpets like no tomorrow. Imagine two of them holding a carpet, and that's it. They're trying to send a message, and one of them catches fire accidentally. Boom! That's another one out of the way. Quick, get another one. They're going
right.
They're going through carpets and mats like never before because they keep burning the bloody things.
It's an art. Dave.
Exactly.
We should bring back the art of smoke signals.
Yeah. Well,
so we should probably play a song, and then we can come back and talk a little bit more about this. So we'll play Dire Straits, So Far Away.
Will we? I wanted to talk more about the Indians burning carpets, mate.
Well, we can do that after the song.
11:35 on the All Day Special on Expat Radio. Very good morning to you. Live from Colorado this morning and from Australia, from Brisbane. So you don't tell me we're not international.
You're listening to Expat Radio, your worldwide friend.
Oh my gosh. So let me tell you, when I hear Dire Straits, I think of MTV.
Do you?
I do, because when I was growing up, we lived out in the middle of nowhere in the country, and we didn't get cable or satellite for a long time. And when we did, oh my God, all I did was watch MTV.
Did you?
Yeah.
Was it like when you first got running water and gas?
It was. It was like I rode my dinosaur into town to get something for dinner, and I came back.
I did. Well, I had that issue here when you move to France. You're lucky you get fresh air for free. So when I bought this house and there was no electric, there was no water or anything, I had to connect everything myself. And then I'd sit in the bathroom and just turn the shower on and watch it coming down, thinking, how good is that? It's like there's a water feature in my house.
You didn't have to walk outside to go to the toilet?
No. Sink works wonders if the toilet doesn't work at first. It's just trying to get your ass in it sometimes. That's a nightmare.
Problem solving. That's a solution. Done.
There you go. Solution focused.
Yeah.
Okay. So thinking about, so we have this communication that has evolved over the last however many years that we've been talking about, and it connects us all, right? So I was thinking about this, like, as I was listening to Dire Straits and going back to, like, 1980s and listening to MTV. But if you think about today, like, we have over 87,000 listeners today.
78, girl. 78. You're getting your numbers back to front.
Ah, well,
Don't go out in the car today.
I'm upping us.
You'll end up in the wrong place if you're looking at road signs to get that back to front.
Yeah, and I'll call the wrong number, too.
Yeah. Hello,
yeah.
Is that
so
you?
anyway.
You're through to the Samaritans, love. Who are you trying to get hold of? Anyway.
Anyway.
Oh, my gosh. So anyway, we have tons of listeners today. And we wouldn't be connected if we didn't have this ever-evolving way of communicating and connecting. So, you know, Adam and I have both been to this Tony Robbins event called Unleash the Power Within, and he talks about these 6 human needs, and I think I've talked about them before on the show, but one of them is human connection and love. And so I think it drives all of us. We're social beings. So I thought maybe if we could just like have like a random chat, since Adam's going to have his show called Life Hacks and Random Chats about connection and how we as human beings like are thriving for that human touch, because we're always on our phones. We're always like watching TV, having this like sort of external mind numbing element. But I think what's missing is that human connection that we can get, you know, like through social media, you know, and texting and stuff, but that face-to-face connection. And so how does that work, Adam, in the work that you do with, you know, your leadership and your mindset with some of the folks that you work with?
Yeah, well, it's focusing on awareness. So that's the first part. So once you start to become aware of it and not simply be on autopilot, it becomes a lot easier to navigate communication, so that you can, as a human being, it's really important to have that connection, because if you don't, it's been scientifically proven that if there's communication, so making sure you get proven.
Proven.
There you go. So that's communication. So making sure you pronounce your words right. So it's scientifically proven that loneliness can actually kill you.
Mm-hmm.
You can die from loneliness. So it's critical, literally critical. It's so important for you to get that human connection. And if you don't, it's more and more prevalent where people are on their phones constantly, many hours a day. And I'm guilty of it as well. I'm on my phone quite a lot, and I'm starting to become aware of it to put boundaries and limits on it. So that, because the more you're on your phone, and you use it as a tool, you can use it as a tool positively or negatively. It can be used against you, as in negatively, where you start to disassociate from people. You just use it. You get drawn into it, and your head down. You're not really paying attention, and people have actually been walked across the street and got knocked over, and they've started to they've started to put lines down and a red flag or red beeper that comes up that you can see from looking down. So that's a solution to that problem. But yeah, it's pretty crazy how it's got to that level. So, and also as well with the awareness, it's important to understand as well, gather knowledge. So you can only communicate with others. There's a certain way of communicating with others. It depends on what sort of knowledge you've got, or what knowledge you think other people have as well. Because if you assume too much, it can filter, or it can block the messages going from one person to the next, and that can affect connection. So it's so for example, in connecting it to awareness, with awareness, with, for example, Facebook, you've got it's designed. It's called design thinking, or how it's designed. They're actually designed with an algorithm where it encourages dopamine hits, constant dopamine hits, and so it rewards you. So you get a notification pop up. Oh my God! Oh, that's a dopamine. You actually make your brain fires off a neuron in your brain to a dopamine. Right? Oh, that's really good. And then you keep doing it, and then you get addicted to it. And it's set up that way. It's really dangerous. So it's important to be aware of those certain things and gather knowledge. And then once you start to build that knowledge, where it's then you can start to share it with others, and then they can become a bit more enlightened and aware. So then, therefore, even in that one instance, if I've shared it with you or with someone else, I've shared a bit of knowledge, a bit of information that I know, then it's shared it with someone else. That creates a shared connection, because now that you both know the similar sort of knowledge with regards to awareness, and then in that means that you're starting to get that joint knowledge and basically sharing something. It's just that sharing something with someone, and it's giving something of you that you know. So that's I'm really interested in that, and you can go massive on that. You can think of it lots of different other things.
Right. I think about the time that I did that Why Wednesday on Ryan's Facebook page. That's the first time I actually had any sort of conversation, if you will, if you want to call it that, with you. And you asked me a question, and the question was, what is your favorite word? And I thought that was brilliant. Do you remember that? Yeah, I thought that was brilliant, because that made us, like, I explained to you, like, I was like talking to you, Adam, like nobody else was there but you. And I thought that was really cool. And so you can make those connections. And I was watching something, I don't remember exactly what it was, and they were talking about how in any sort of social situation, you can be with a group of people, and like some people are alone, but some people are also lonely. And maybe after, we can go to a quick song, and Dave can take us to a song, and then we can come back and talk about that a little bit.
Definitely.
I'm just thinking, you there?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of my favourite word.
Yeah.
What is your favorite word, Dave?
What is your favourite word? I'm intrigued.
Yeah, me too.
Glockenspiel.
Glockenspiel, nice.
You're listening to Expat Radio, your worldwide friend.
Hey, Dave, we need to know what a glockenspiel is.
A glockenspiel? Don't you know what a glockenspiel is?
No.
Answers on a postcard. It's a musical instrument. It's a musical instrument that you hit.
Ah.
Don't you know
Okay.
that East German or Austrian, whatever it is, it's those things that you go, bung, bung. We have two little things in your hands, little like drumsticks with a bobble on the end. You go, dung, 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 dung. It's like it's the other bit. It's a wooden version of a xylophone. You know what the xylophone is?
Yeah, that's...
Right, well, there you go.
Okay.
It's Austrian though. It's all the wooden.
Glockenspiel.
Glocken fucking. It's one of them. So when you, I mean, trying to look, who on earth wants to play one of them for a profession for a lifetime is beyond me. You know, when you see these orchestras, these symphonic orchestras that you see on TV, and you've got some numpty there, obviously, you know, lost the will to live at some point in his life, and someone said to him, "What do you want to do with your life?" "I know what I want to do. I want to learn the glockenspiel." So he's, you know, he's there with two blooming bobbles on the end of when he's had his candy floss at the end of a night watching the pictures at the cinema. And then he thought, what do we do with this? And then he thought, boom, 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 boom.
Oh, my goodness.
And that's it. That's how it starts.
I bet he's got one of those glasses, those spectacles that have got the wire on the end, you know, the string.
Yeah.
You hang down, drop down there.
Yeah. No sex life. You got them, no one wants to get in bed with you with them. The other thing is, in an orchestra, the cymbal players, what's that all about? How do you know if you're good or crap? All you're doing is banging the things together. No one's going to say, what an amazing cymbal player you are, aren't they?
I don't know, it's like the triangle.
And there's the trombone.
Exactly. Well, trombone, yeah, you're sliding the thing up and down. I mean, you can't go wrong with it. You just have to know how far you're moving the thing up and down. I mean, if you go too far, you're going to hit the violinist in the back of the head with the trombone if it comes straight off. Bang! There must have been so many people getting taken to A&E at a concert like that, you know. What's the problem? Trombone hit me in the back of the head. I've heard that before. Give me another reason.
Oh, my gosh.
Good grief.
Exactly.
That's a good communication is making sure you don't get a trombone to the back of your head.
Yeah. What happened? Well, all I heard, the last thing you heard was, and that was it. I was knocked unconscious. I don't remember anything. The woman with the violin at the side of me, she got a plectrum stuck in the side of me sideburn. Because the women in those orchestras, they actually have sideburns, don't they? They have that much facial hair. If you look at them, they've never heard of waxing or doing anything, you know. They've all got these really, you know, looking serious faces and everything, and more facial hair than a bloke. You haven't heard of a no-no, have they? I use my no-no every morning and every night. And my family's Harry the Hendersons. You know, you never heard of it, do you?
Oh, boy.
Anyway. Have you got a no-no?
What's a no-no?
Don't you know what? It's a laser-guided thing that gets everything off your face. It can take your nose off if you're not careful, but it'll get rid of anything that's on there. It's gone. Trust me.
No.
Yeah, it's
No.
It's laser treatment, isn't it, for women for getting moustache,
right.
getting the beard and the moustache.
It's gone forever.
Yeah. I'm thinking of getting one for the top of my toes as well, because I've told you.
Again,
yeah.
Toes.
Yeah, well, I'm sick of plucking. I'm sick of plucking my toes. It's absolute agony. All my toes are facing up at 45 degrees now. We're plucking them. They haven't gone back down again yet. It's just not normal.
I don't know. I quite enjoy. I see it's a bit of a challenge. I quite enjoy plucking with a little bits of hair off the top of my toes.
Do you?
Big toe. Yeah. I don't know why. Maybe I'll get one of those.
See what happens when you move to Australia. That's the main thing that people get involved in. Toe plucking.
toe plucking Olympics.
Yeah. Become an expat. Move to Australia. Become a toe plucker. You'll love it.
Gold medalist in toe plucking. Oh,
G'day.
I see it now.
G'day, I'm on the beach all the time and surfing 9 till 5. What do you do? Well, I sit here toe plucking from 9 till 5. I bloody love it.
Living the dream.
I'm not entirely sure how these topics go off to left field so quickly with you two, but I can't wait for this random chat show to happen. So Do you even know what time that's happening yet and what day?
Oh, we haven't locked it in yet. I still need a bit of training. I think Dave's going to train me up.
He's on a YTS at the moment. You don't know what a YTS is, do you, Saunders? What
was that?
A YTS, back in the 80s, the YTS programme for youngsters meant it stood for You Thick Sod. But as people got older, because everything you had... Oh, they were so thick. People that left school and college back then, my God, they hadn't got a clue. They thought a spirit level was something you left school with. They didn't know it was a tool. So anyway...
Education.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
What have you got? What did you get when you left school? Some Bert came out. Well, I got a spirit level. What did you get? 3 O levels. Yeah. Let me know. Anyway. So.
Yeah, well, this training that's supposedly going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, when's that going to happen?
I don't know. I've got to pin him down. Because I've got...
I reckon 2 weeks. Let's say 2 weeks, shall we?
2 weeks? What, it'll take 2 weeks to train you, or in 2 weeks?
He doesn't need 2 weeks of training.
I'm a pretty quick learner.
Are you?
I reckon
one of my ex-girlfriends said that once. Never again.
I feel like I can help with this learning process, Dave. If you've got so much stuff on your plate with Act for Success and all that fun stuff, I can certainly help with that.
Now be gentle.
Yeah.
Be gentle with him.
I know.
You know how you can affect men.
What's that?
I don't know, but you know how you affect him. I don't know, do I?
Oh, I was like, wait, what are you asking me or are you telling me?
Only you know that. I'm not there.
I'm quietly getting excited over here.
Are you? Steady. I can hear a didgeridoo in the background there. I'm sure I can.
I'm just thinking. I'm excited about learning.
Oh. Mm-hmm. On that note, should we play a piece of music and brace ourselves for next week?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm just going to find my didgeridoo. I think I put it in the freezer last night, actually.
Oh my God.
It's somewhere. I'm sure I had it out the other night.
It's
didgeridoo.
It's not. Yeah, didgeridoo or didgeridoo. One of them.
Have a good week.
All right, guys. Adios.
All right.